What are interpersonal skills? You can stand up there itself and tell.
Interpersonal skills basically are the skills which we use to meet, discuss with few friends or other persons. Hence, it is the skills which we use while discussing or in a group or with other people, and how to behave and how to present yourself, negotiations possibly. All these things which require two skills, those are interpersonal skills.
Good. Yes. Best answer.
Interpersonal skill is the skill how to communicate with each other effectively.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Interpersonal skills is nothing but trying to connect with other people in an effective manner, so that there is a long-term relationship between
Yes.
individuals.
Yes. Basically, we have all. Yes, you want to.
So it's a one-to-one communication wherein you influence the other person, but you also ensure that the communication is complete in all respects.
Yes. It's a win-win situation. See, it's very important, particularly for compliance people. When compliance people go to the other guys or girls for getting data, they feel because they feel it's a disturbance. But if you have got good interpersonal skills, then probably you'll be able to get things in a more efficient fashion. In any case, they have to work. In any case, they have to provide you the data because the bosses want it. But one thing is that they will provide the data and they'll not feel very happy. They'll ask you to come again and again. But if your skills are good in this context, you'll get the work done nicely. Number one. Number two, you build up relations. You build up relations because of your skill. And what is that skill? Skill is that, as I said in the morning, even if you have to say no, you will not offend other person. And there are some tricks. For interpersonal skills, the first trick is become a good listener. We have got 2 ears, but only one mouth. So we should decide in the morning that today I will listen twice as much as I speak. If you make other person talk, I tell you he or she will love you. Because people like to talk. People like to talk. And if you listen intently, significantly, not just, there should be no small talk. You talk in a significant fashion and make other person talk. Talk to achieve knowledge. Talk to solve the problem. This will build up relations. Relations are not built up by saying yes to everything, by trying to please others. Don't try to please anyone. Don't try to impress anyone. Try only to genuinely express yourself. And when you do that, you will find there will be transformation in your own personality by your own mind. You will start enjoying doing things which are important, doing things which are significant, which are more beneficial to you as well as to humanity, to your family, to your society. You understood? I am one mind and soul and body is one. Likewise you another. We must start respecting that I am different, you are different. I have a right, but you also have a right. So with this feeling, and not trying to impose I am right, even if you are right. If you know you are 100% right, but even then, his perception or her perception could be different. So over the years, they have they have achieved some kind of information and come to some conclusion. You cannot shake. You cannot, and you should not shake. If you shake, that is not good interpersonal skills. But if you influence in stages, which I will talk, you influence in stages, you can influence. It is your job to influence sometimes. As if I do my job properly, I must be able to influence you. Okay, you see, you do this, you modulate, you speak from your mind, be honest, and speak sentences. So it's my job. So if I am very passionate about the job, I'll be able to do it. And whenever you are interacting with others, be passionate that you want to build relations. If you desire to build relations, nothing can stop. Now, there are some other things. First thing is, listen to the person intently. Second, make other persons talk. You be brief. Verbosity has no place. Verbosity has no place in building good interpersonal skills. Verbosity means using too much. So use limited words. Develop your relationship. And then always work for a win-win situation. Never think I should get the maximum advantage. More or less, whenever you negotiate, one person is that side of the table, I am on this side of the table. My gain is your loss and your gain is my loss. So this thing is quite normal. But you should try to work out a situation which is win-win situation. Maybe slightly towards your benefit, it doesn't matter. But if it is slightly towards your benefit because of your skill, then at the same time it is your responsibility to make the other person feels, no, I have tried to help him, I have tried to give him a benefit because he's a nice person. This is the skill. This is the skill which you have to imbibe. Now, oftentimes what happens if you are talking one-on-one and one person makes a mistake which you are absolutely mathematical mistake. You are sure, okay, what he has said is not correct. Then what happens? You stop listening to it. You keep that in mind and you say, let him stop, let her stop, and then I will tell him or her where he has gone wrong. But don't do that. Because the balance what he has said, unless balance what he or she has said, you listen, you will not, your conclusion may be wrong. So don't do that. If you do that, I can assure you, you can't build good relations. Then two, sometimes, a person is telling a good joke or an interesting story. So, but similar thing has happened to you also. And you hijack the joke. You say, yes, this thing has happened. This thing I have observed, it has happened and all that sort of thing. The poor fellow was so enthusiastic, so desirous to impress you, and at the same time he says, what is this? So don't do that. So those are, then when you go to a person to seek some help, have a positive intent. Don't immediately think, he is a person who never helps anybody. It is not possible. Then you go, you will not get help. You have understood? So have a positive intent. Then, if you are the boss and you have some people who have to work for you on a certain project. Now, at one time, your desire can be action because you want the whole thing fast. Other time, your desire has to be accuracy. Okay, no, it should be perfect. Third time, you may be wanting only approval. Okay, somehow you say yes. And then sometime you must have you may be wanting recognition. Recognition, people, fame. People should say that yes, he's a nice man, he's a honest man, whatever it is. Now, all such situations, your actions will be interpreted as different. So you have to, if once you understand this, then you will see if action is required, you will speak such language where the people will not feel that you are pushy. And if you have an eye for detail, people should not feel here he does not allow us to work. You have understood? So these things also come in way of progress of your relationship. So therefore we should keep in mind. Oftentimes, you are not very clear what you want. You telephone somebody to seek some help, some information, but you are not absolutely clear what actually you want. So suggestion is that first you prepare, this I have said in other words also. You prepare maybe in 1 second, 2 seconds, what exactly you want and use the correct language, correct words, so that the other person, says that yes, he doesn't misunderstand you. Then, be with people where they are. You see, two different persons, they'll have some differences, but they'll have some common things. So if you want to build relationship, you first underscore the common things. Identify what are common qualities. Yeah, like you have identified qualities in your friends. Now, if you can quality, maybe quality of father that you want to imbibe, or mother, or friend. So those qualities, some of those qualities you also must be having. This is only an example. But where you want to build relations, it is your duty to identify where you are together. And from there, you build up relationship. Look, each person is an individual. Even if I hold different opinion, you are still my friend. You understood? So that is what. I remember I had done a play in 1964 or 65. The name of the play was The Man Who Thought for Himself. The man who thought for himself. The person is tried in the court of law and he is accused of thinking for himself. They say that when the state is there to think for everyone, why the hell you are thought for? Why the hell you are trying to? This was actually a parody on Hitler's regime. Nobody should think, only the state should think. So, you help people to imbibe in them whatever their qualities are and genuinely appreciate. Not false praise. No flattery. Actually, Shakespeare wrote four tragedies. I was telling one of two. Yes, I was telling you. Two of them. So 4 tragedies were: 1, Hamlet. Hamlet meets a tragic death because he is indecisive. He is not able to decide. 2, Macbeth. Macbeth was very ambitious. Greed had just overpowered him, and he meets a tragic end. Indecision, greed, then suspicion. The Othello is another play where the Othello was a black man, he was a mood, and his wife was white. So he had suspicion takes him away. Suspicion destroys his life. It's a tragedy. Lastly, King Lear. King Lear is prone to flattery. King Lear is prone to flattery. Any sweet words, he will be credulous. People who are prone to flattery are also credulous. They'll believe the other person very easily. So I don't say that you should be cynic, but I say that you should not believe anybody from the face of it. Go a little deep, understand, because you must understand a person before you want to come closer. Plus, you should have a positive body language. You should choose your language carefully, your words carefully, because as we discussed, the tongue, if it creates a wound, that will never heal. You see, there is a story. A farmer has his son was very short-tempered. He would lose temper on anything. So he was not very happy. His father told his son, "Kid, this is not good." He said, "Dad, I realize, but I don't know what to do." You know, many times we realize our mistakes, but we don't know how to resolve. He said, "I'll tell you." So he says, whenever you lose temper, you go to the farm, there is a fence. Fence is there, you have the wooden, so put one nail. So if you lose temper 10 times in a day, put 10 nails. Hammer 10 nails into it. So he was doing it. But when he was hammering nails, he found first day it was 10, second day it was 8, then 7, 6. They were stopping because now he was controlling everything. So then, with the result that, "Father, now I don't lose temper." He says, "Okay. Now every day you take out one nail." So every day, when you don't have lose your temper, take out one nail. So he goes, take out one. He goes another. So all the nails which he had put, he takes it out. He tells father, "Yes, I have taken out all the nails." He said, "You have taken out the nails? Do you see the holes? The holes will never be, the wood will never be same again." So likewise, if your tongue creates a wound, it will never be the same. So don't create a wound with the tongue. Don't lose temper under any circumstances. Act, never react. If somebody comes and says something which he or she should not, don't react. Use your mind, and I am sure you'll be able to overcome. Then, of course, yes, the relationship is about perceptions. You are listening to me, but you should also make me feel that you are listening to me. This I am saying is a class. But if somebody is talking to you on telephone, you must make him or her realize that you are with him, you are listening. Now that means you should not remain quiet for a long time, even if you are listening. You should say, "Yes, you are right," so that the person must know, yes, you are listening. So what I mean to say is, it is about perception. Not that you should be right, you should also make other person feel that you are right. Is this point clear? Yes. Anybody? You see what I am saying? You do a good job, but also make people feel that you have done a good job. And interpersonal skills and relationship are about perception. Then, of course, project the best and get the best. Yes, humor is very important, but today humor is somehow gradually vanishing from our life, from our lives. And having a good sense of humor is not easy. Frankly, nothing is simple, nothing is free. You have to pay the price. So humor, if you want to develop a good sense of humor, today, yes, you have Google, but a better thing is you go to the library, spend some time, buy a book where humor is classified as per the situations. Then, 1 week you master one anecdote. Same thing you try to repeat, because humorous jokes should not fall flat. That will be very bad. So practice that, and then maybe within 4 months, 6 months, so you will develop a good sense of humor, where ordinary life also will present you the humorous face of the things. So that is very good, because that will keep you away from stress. Not only you, but your people around you also. Lastly, create the changes in stages. Now, you have your articles people to explain, or likewise your juniors. So you recognize that he has this problem, and you need to change him. Change him or her in stages. First of all, make it him or her realize that other thing is also possible. For example, some people say, okay, it's my habit, I get late. I get up at 8 o'clock. It's my habit, I reach office late. So it's for you to make him or her realize getting in time is also possible. Now, I had given you one possibility to maintain time. Have clocks everywhere in your house. It will work magic, and you can decorate your house with, because these beautiful clocks are available. But anyway, you have to make the other person realize, yes, there is a solution. Because many people don't think that change is not possible. A person with a female voice came to me and he felt, no, 35 years I am speaking like this, change is not possible. And it was possible. And it has happened. Then, they don't know the change, you have to tell him. Then, you have to tell him or her why you should change. Why you should be ahead of time. In what way it will help you. Help you financially, other goals wise. So, that will influence. And then they don't know how to go about it. Go about it means, just as I told about time management solution. So every problem has some kind of solution. So getting up early, so that also if you decide at night, and then you don't press the button of your mobile and you wake up, in 10-15 days, or as our friend said, 21 days it will be your habit. You will get up exactly at what time you want to get up. Then you will not require alarm. You have only to decide at night. In the morning I have to get up at 4 o'clock. So you will get up at 4 o'clock. One of my friend asked, why your eyes are red? I said, yes, I normally get up early, but then I sleep. But today what happened, I got up not so early, but then I didn't sleep. Normally I get up very early, work for some time and sleep for 1 hour. So today I didn't get. So maybe that is the reason. So change is possible. Tell your juniors, your friends, change is possible. Show them the way, guide them, and in these stages you will be able to influence them. Now, any of our friends here, any of your experience related to the interpersonal skills, please you come and explain. But one thing I have found, that your all interpersonal skills are very nice, because you are all friendly to each other in just 2 days. In 2 days you have built up good relation. So when I asked if anybody has not met anybody yet, so not closely, so please spend time. So I didn't get any answer. Yes, now experiences. Experiences about interpersonal skills. Difficulties about interpersonal skills. Where you have done well about interpersonal skills. Who will like to start? Now volunteers, yeah. अभी थोड़ा वो नंबर से कहेंगे कि आप आओ आओ. Anybody who wants to come, please come.
While asking my assistant, one of the assistants, that a particular, we have got a program called PMS, that is to have a schedule of the day, what he is planning for the day and what activity he is going to conduct, that has to be put into a program. Now, that particular program, when we started, few of my assistants felt that this is not required, and they felt that they need not fill it up. So we tried to explain 1 or 2 times, made a disciplinary thought process so that it should be penalized. The things could not, trying to explain them that this is not for the purpose of actually controlling you or seeing that what you are doing. This is for the purpose of the data of how much time we are spending on the client, so that we know that what should be the cost of that work which is being done, so that we can plan out when we do the same type of task next time. After explaining them, still they had that fear. So we are still finding it difficult sometimes, because they don't enter into the complete detail of what time they are spending. And at times it is also a reason that sometimes they don't remember and they put it later on that this I have done or that is done. So this is one issue which has been still troubling me. I don't have a complete answer, but we have been trying to explain and be very polite and make them understand, realize the importance of that activity as to why it is required. They have to even explain that this is also going to make you more efficient if you go through this and see what was the target which you have planned out and how much time you have taken to achieve that. So that would improve your efficiency. But still, I am finding it difficult. There is no answer to it.
But what I found now, that you spoke very well. See, last time and this time, have you all observed, he was speaking sentences, I think there was a big difference when he came last time. You spoke very well. Now, for this, you have to find a solution. First, imaginative solution, how you make them realize that this will benefit them. At the moment, they are thinking that it is only benefiting you because you want to extract more work. So I am sure if you apply mind, you will be able to find the solution.